Hey, what's up, guys? It's October 23rd. It's about 1 p.m. I just put in at Yough Lake. It's 2 hours outside of Pittsburgh. It's kind of on the Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland border. And I'm just gonna, my plan is to do a short paddle and find a campsite. It's more about the campsite this time than it is the paddle. I bought some new camping gear that I'm very much looking forward to trying out. We do have some great fall weather today. Sun's out and colors are starting to change on the trees. So should be a lovely evening in the woods. So I've been paddling around for about an hour now, and I'm keeping an eye on the shores, looking for a camp spot, and I come across this old building. I don't know what it was, but you see, like, there's a fireplace up there, and the chimney's still standing, and there's these pillars going down the shore here. So I pulled over to check it out. Pretty decent size, not just like a little cabin, but anyways, kind of neat. All right, back to finding a camp. About 2:30, found a camp spot not far from the water, but not directly on it. There's a bunch of rocks down by the shore, so I'll have no problem building a little fire ring, and was able to find trees that I think are suitable distance apart for my new hammock. That's pretty much the whole reason why I came out today. Not the whole reason, but I just ordered a Warbonnet Blackbird XLC and a Wookie underquilt, and I wanted to test them out because I'm planning a pretty intense trip in the spring, and the weather, well, the temperature should be pretty similar to what I have here today. So this will be the first time setting it up. I just kind of took it out of its packaging and packed it up. But I want to kind of get things moving because it's going to get a little chilly tonight, and I'd like to have a fire, so I want to process as much firewood as I can, and keep my fingers crossed that I have enough for the morning. So this is pretty much as it came right out of the box. It's, you know, my experience with hammocks has pretty much been with the Eno system that I've been using. I did sleep in a Hennessy earlier this year, and it was nice, but I didn't really know what to expect from, you know, going to an Eno from this. First impressions is that this is the tree straps, hammock, and, you know, the attached bug net, and it feels a lot lighter than the Eno. One end has black draw cord on it, and the other one has red. I can't remember which side is which. I'm gonna guess that the red is the head end. I don't know though. So this will be my first time setting it up, and we'll see how she goes. So I was able to hang the hammock pretty easily, actually, with very little difficulty, and get it set right. I sat in it, and I laid in it, and I'm looking forward to spending the night in it. Next up is this is the Wookie 20-degree underquilt. Just, you know, in my limited experience with underquilts, this compared to the Ember 2 by Eno, it's lighter and is like the Ember is good down to, I want to say 50 or 40 degrees, and this is good down to 20. And this is smaller. It packs smaller, and it could even be compressed smaller than it is now. But this is I'm really jazzed about this. I don't have the side tie-outs secured right now, at least on this side, just because I don't want to trip over anything. But I have it set up so that I can just easily tie the head end out. It's supposed to be getting chilly tonight. I brought two blankets. This is just like a summer bag. I think it's the Travel Sack by REI, and a Wind Trial top quilt, or it's more of a blanket. I also have a sleeping bag liner to line it.
Yes, that's
Okay, I just spent about an hour processing wood and building a little fire ring here. It's about 4:15. pretty nice out yet. Not chilled or anything, but I have been doing a fair amount of work. I did bring a base layer to go under these pants, and a merino wool base layer, as well as base layer top, as well as a vest, like a down vest, and a fleece. I doubt I'm going to need all of that, but it's nice to have options as far as layering goes. I haven't seen anyone on the lake. No one's fishing. No one's out. So, got it all to myself. I'll probably putz around for a little bit longer. Probably gathering a little bit more wood. Can never have too much wood. The thing of it is it gets dark early. I think sunset is 6:30, and sunrise maybe 7:30 in the morning. So, once there's no light, fire is really the entertainment for me. Not that I need to be entertained, but also it is getting chilly. So I'm gonna kind of putz around and see if I can just collect some stuff that's I don't really feel like processing anymore. And then I'll cook dinner. So it's about 5 o'clock. I'm gonna get a little fire going here just to produce some coal so I can cook dinner, and we'll hang up my tarp here once this gets lit. Not because I'm expecting any rain, but just to keep some of the wind out. It's pretty windy, so looking forward to dinner. I dehydrated some vegetable lasagna. I thought I might eat lunch, but I just wasn't hungry, and so I brought some steak and some real food to cook over the fire, which will be nice. Well, I'm pretty, I just took that steak off the grill about, I don't know, 2 minutes ago. And, I can almost grab on to the new grill. So that's cool. Made myself a steak, some Brussels sprouts, and just for matter of ease, I did make some powdered mashed potatoes, which well, I brought the steak anyways. So there's that. It's about 6:15. Starting to get a little chilly. It's nice having a good fire with plenty of firewood around. I'm going to spare you guys watching me eat a steak like a caveman. But it looks mighty good. And I'll catch up to you after dinner. Well, it's about a little bit after 7 o'clock right now. There's a full moon rising. You can see the reflection of it on the water there. It's probably about 50 degrees. It's perfect out. There's a slight breeze. It's not really howling like it was earlier. I don't hear any cars in the distance. So this has been really swell evening. I've been able to feed the fire with minimal amount of wood, so I think should I feel up to it in the morning, I'll be able to have a fire to wake up to. Well, sugar. Anyways, so, and it's going to be chilly in the morning, so I don't mind having a little bit extra wood tonight to start a fire. So I'm going to enjoy what's left of this one. Maybe listen to a podcast. Really looking forward to spending the night in that hammock. First impression was it was a much more comfortable lay than the that I've been using. But we shall see. I hope you guys are having a good night tonight. So I will catch you in the morning. Morning. I slept really good last night. I mean, the difference between this hammock and the is night and day. It did get a little bit chilly. I woke up to go to the bathroom around 4, and it took me a little bit to warm up again, but it's about 7:45. I slept for about
10 hours or so. Just unreal. I don't sleep that long at home. So, it is chilly. I am gonna get up here and start a fire. Have some coffee while I pack up. Well, I was able to make quick work of a little bit of a fire here to warm up next to. It's pretty chilly out. I looked at my phone and it's in the mid-30s. But it's a beautiful morning. The sun's just starting to rise over the other side of the lake. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't be happier with that hammock. I really liked how flat I laid. Considering it was the first time I set it up, it was super easy to get it dialed in. The underquilt was really warm. Of course, it's rated down to 20, and it only went down to the mid-30s. So, but yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. The only thing I would have liked to have changed would be I would have changed the like where I hung it. The tarp went down to the ground on the uphill side, but on the downhill side, it's probably 3 or 4 feet off the ground. So I did get a bit of a draft coming in, but it wasn't anything that was like sucking the heat out of me. So I think the Warbonnet tarp is a little bit longer on the sides. So it's a beautiful morning. I'm in no particular hurry to break camp, but I'm also really happy with the bushcraft grill from Drix. I just after I ate my steak off of it, I just put it right back on the fire, let whatever food remnants burn off. It was clean enough to the eye, so I just slid it back in that thing, and I'll throw it in the dishwasher whenever I get home, along with the rest of my stuff. It is there's no. It's pretty dry out, so I'm gonna take care and pack everything up, because I don't have to unpack it when I get home. I can just put it right back into the storage loft. So, this is a really nice fall camp. It's a little bit before 9, pretty much all packed up, and I was thinking about it as I was packing up. And one thing that makes everything much more organized and streamlined for me is having like a color-coded system and having a specific place for everything. Like I know this is where my main this is a 13-liter bag that my main camera goes in. Clothes go in green. This is my drone, stays in the yellow one. Sleep system goes in here. This is like a mishmash of like headlamps, hygiene stuff, bug spray, things of that nature. And there's a handful of things that I will throw in loosely. I'll throw into the cockpit loosely, like my knife, or into my dry storage. My knife, battery banks, they're waterproof, cook kit, fuel, stuff like that. So when I break down camp, I'll put everything that needs to go in one bag in that bag, and I'll move on to the next. And if I should need something while I'm out, I know where it is. Also, I know I'm familiar with this boat. I'm familiar with my other boat. I know how many 13-liter bags I can fit behind the seat. I know how many 13-liter bags and 8-liter bags I can fit in dry storage. And it works out really well for me because there's a lot of gear that goes into this stuff, and good camping gear isn't cheap, so you don't want to misplace it. So it makes it a lot easier for me. Anyways, I'll pack up, extinguish the fire, hit the water. Well, that was a dumb and potentially dangerous mistake to have made. Luckily, I am layered appropriately, so I'm not cold. My hands are cold, but they would have been cold anyways, because they're exposed, but I'm actually pretty warm. Luckily the water's not very, very cold. I'm guessing the thermal shift happened recently, so lesson learned. I'm happy that that I'm not in a bad situation. Not something I will soon forget, though. And goes to show that, like, even on a pretty benign trip like this, that it's always good to be prepared. So, mental note, don't do that again. It's pretty windy out, but I don't have too far to paddle. It's about 9:20. Wind is always a headwind. Always. Never get a nice tailwind. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you've watched this far, again, I appreciate all the comments, the likes, subscribers. All that stuff is very much appreciated. This trip was in preparation for a pretty intense whitewater trip I want to take in the spring that I'm getting my ducks lined up for. So I'm glad I got to try out some new camping gear. But stay tuned. Got some more stuff on the horizon. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.